Alright, what's up guys, Cact here. So I was messing around in training mode a little bit, you know, trying to figure out some new movement tech, some perk pivot shit. And I actually found something really interesting with the rolling mechanic. So as you guys know, when you roll from one side to the other, you change direction, but your roll ends up becoming like goes a little further. So for example, like I'm facing left right now, and if I roll towards the left, it'll turn me around and it'll do like a bigger roll. And same thing for the other side. The thing is, if you keep rolling in that same direction normally, you get, you keep the same direction, but you get kind of a smaller roll. Like, it doesn't really go as far. Like, you can't, I'll cross you up like this and, do my shit. But, let's say I'm, right here. I have to roll twice to get to you. Like, the second one doesn't go as far, if you see what I mean. But, after messing around with perk pivots a little bit, I actually found a tech that lets you have that bigger roll all the time. So right now, for example, that's one roll. Now, you guys know about perk pivot shield, right? Now look at this. See, what's going on right now is that not only am I keeping the same direction, but I'm keeping the same distance as the original turnaround roll, as you can see. So I'm gonna go to a bigger stage, and I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit more in terms of relative distance, how far this actually goes. So we're gonna let's go to Omega Boxing Ring, just cause Little Mac. All right. So I'm gonna let's do a fixed camera. Okay. So if I just roll normally, it takes 4 or 5 rolls to get to the other side. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, here's what happens when I do the perfect pivot roll. As you can see, it only takes me 3 rolls to get to the other side. Now, of course, you're not going to be spamming roll during a match. That's obvious. But this could be used as I guess a mix-up. And if you really want, I mean, of course, Little Mac has a really good roll, so he's able to go a lot further. But I'm sure there's other characters that may not have very good rolls in general. This may be a good way to boost the roll distance, and plus it's quick too. So again, if I just roll once, yeah, I'll get the distance. But if I do it again, it's the slower, kind of less further roll. But again, if I do perfect pivot roll, again, you get you get the distance and you get the speed. The way you're supposed to actually input this, I don't have a camera pointing in my controller right now, but basically, when you perfect pivot shield, instead of perfect pivot shielding, you just perfect pivot roll. Basically, it's a very quick input. So you just kind of have to get used to it. And the way that you'll know that you'll have done that perfect pivot roll, or what I like to call it the boost rolling, is you'll have that little spark. If I zoom in, you got that little little tiny spark thing. But again, like this, see? And you just do it over and over again. And again, you can mix it up, stuff like that. There is a lot of end lag to it. So if, for example, see, I'm just holding shield right now. It takes a while. It's just a regular turnaround roll. It's just gonna take a while to act again. But the fact that you can kind of abuse it in terms of its distance, I think is really useful. Again, you guys can lab this with your mains, find some uses, but I just want to put this tech out there, so there you go. Enjoy.